I am so flabbergasted with myself, I forgot to turn the damn audio on. So guess who got to do a voiceover with this thing? I do. Put in more work for myself. It's whatevs, I guess. It's whatever. Anyways, I made a video just to show you guys how to change all the shocks on your truck. I did the cabs, I did the fronts, and I did the rears. And guess what? It wasn't even that hard. It was real easy. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was real easy doing this thing. Okay? How easy? I didn't need the power tools for the rears really, because the power tool was too big for at least two of the shocks in the back, and I hand cranked those bad boys off of there. That's how easy it was. Now the front, you might still need it for the front, big headache or whatever, but it can be done. And if I could do it, you could do it too. And if you could do it, anybody can get it done. Anyways, cab shocks, real easy. 18 millimeter bolts. So you just need 18 millimeter socket or a wrench or a combination of both. Don't do what I just did here, because that is not gonna fit. Okay, this is just gonna have to be done by the hand. But it's not that hard, Squeak on, squeak off. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. My name's not Jeezy. Or whatever. It's just real easy, guys. That's all you gotta do. Like I said, 18 millimeter bolts on the cab shocks. And it gets on quick. It gets off really quick. That bottom piece, you don't even need another one to put it on there, because another wrench or a socket, because it's just one side, and you just put it right on in there, just like that. Don't forget to put your washers back on, because obviously, you don't put them on, you're gonna run into some problems later on down the road. Don't ask me how I know. I ain't do it on this truck or another truck. I just know that washers are essential. Washer lives matter. And NECs. Yeah, you're gonna need your NECs, man. Don't forget, you're gonna put that NECs on that bad boy right there, because rust is a big problem. When you get a little rust on there, you're gonna be stuck like Chuck. Be out here trying to grind that thing off next time that you gotta take it off. You don't want it to seize up on there, so just, little NECs, or a lot in my case, because, I wet that damn nail down. Goes a long way. And you just tighten that thing back up. And no, I didn't torque it. And yes, I've checked in the last couple of days. And no, it's not coming back. It's still there. Still works. No problem at all. Yeah, we're just gonna tighten down this top part. Tighten down the bottom, and we just gonna get to the rear shocks. Easy. Like I said, if I could do it, you could do it. And if you could do it, anybody could do it. Because it ain't that hard. With the right tools and the know-how, you can get this stuff done. Did I tell you also it saved me a bunch of money by it saved me a bunch of money by not putting the truck in the shop. For one, it saved me from just sitting there waiting all day possibly losing out on a day. And for two, labor rates is crazy. But I go pay somebody to do something I could do myself. It's not that hard. Unless if it's something like super crazy, like the Freightliner or something that deal with the computer. There's no point or need that you have to, do it yourself. Or that you can do it yourself. And then some people be like, oh, well, it's a lease truck. Why would you want to work on a lease truck? Like, I still gotta pay for it. So I might as well just do it myself. And if the company I'm leasing from allows me to work on my own truck, my dad's self, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Because I'm cheap. And I'm truck driver broke. I ain't broke, I'm just truck driver broke. Anyways, rear shocks. 1 inch, 1/1/8. Or that's how you say it, right? 1 inch, 1/8. Yeah, 1 inch, 1/8. That's what you're going to need. And see, like I said, this one right here, I needed to do it by hand. And it wasn't that hard to do it by hand. The other side, I didn't need to do it by hand because the pumpkin is offset. And everybody knows both of the pumpkins, they're offset of each other. So when I did the front on the driver's side as well too, I didn't have to hand crank it. I just used the driver instead. But on the rear side, on the pumpkin, I had to do it by hand. So that's what happened. Passenger side, the rear, I don't need to do it by hand. I can get it with the driver, knock it out. 1 1/8. That's what you need. Like I said, it wasn't that hard. And throughout this video, you're gonna hear me stress how easy this job is. For the first time, it might be a little annoying, but it's not that hard. Oh, quick tip. The bottom of the shock, the grommet is offset in a way. And you gotta put it back in the same way you got it out, or else you're gonna have problems with your drive line. So it's gonna be messed up. 1 second.
Just letting you know I'm gonna be up under there, okay?
Okay. Okay, so for the front, this is next day obviously. These are 30 millimeters, top and bottom. So they're not the same as the rear. But in order to get to that, we gotta remove this. And there's a couple of bolts under here. This one right here is a 10. And there are about 4 of these. These are 14. So there's 2 back there, and there's 2 under here. So you gotta loosen those. I recommend loosening those. Don't take them off because it's a pain in the butt to put this thing back on. Just loosen it just enough so you can gain access and pull this down and take this off. I went ahead and took it off anyways. It was giving me too much problems. It's a pain in the butt putting this back on. It can get back on. I did the other side already. It's just gonna be a pain in the butt. Anywho, vice grips, 30 mil. Top. Let's take a look. Front shock. And whether they're good or bad, it's time to replace them anyways. Cool. Let me go grab a new one and get some anti-seize. Anti-seize is your best friend. Just lay it all on there. Don't be stingy. And that's done. This is gonna be a bit that's a pain in the butt to put back, but it can be done. Anyways, so we got all the shocks have been replaced, every single last one of them. Let's take a look at the old ones. Woo. Rusted. Look at that. Rusted right through there. Old cab shocks. Okay. So, these are sacks on the rear, which are OEM, and apparently the fronts are OEM Monroes as well too. So that's very interesting. Sacks for the cab as well. Like I said, it wasn't that hard. It wasn't that hard to do. If I could do it, you can do it, and you can save you some money instead of going to the shop and spending thousands of dollars just to get these things replaced. Anyways, I got some PIA to deal with. See you guys on the next one.